Hi, I'm Catherine, the creator of Shia and the Jetsons Community Preservation of the Promised Land. Yes, hi, I want to say, give a good shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you so much for being my Patreon member. I was just at this studio, I was just at the meeting, at this meeting, okay, on this YouTube, it's not YouTube, it was Zoom. It wasn't even Zoom, it was a podcast on Stage 32. It's for writers and producers who have scripts to bring their scripts onto film and television. So I did that, and it was so wonderful. It was a wonderful meeting, and I feel really excited about that meeting I was just in. It's called Stage 32, and the CEO, the owner is Richard. Richard goes by RB. He's so helpful. This man is so helpful. Oh my goodness, this he's like a blessing because at least you know he'll tell you exactly how to write your script or how to do it, how to get into how to put your script on film. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, so I'm gonna be working with that, and I'm just so happy. Ooh, you guys, you see my big old hair? Put on my hat. This is gonna be brief, but I just because what I'm doing with my hair is that I'm letting it grow. I put that one. I ordered this. Oh, here it is. It's this. Oh, that ain't it. Okay. Well, it was this new elixir that I bought, to make your hair like grow. Cause I want it to be just like this. I want it to be full and big like this. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you know what? This one right here, you can put like a little cute little. See, when you have full hair and stuff, you can make your hair in any kind of way you want it to make it. And so I love big hair. Because God loves hair. Okay, let me tell you about the UFO stuff. Now, you know that's fake. You know that UFO stuff is fake. I don't even know why y'all even try to think that was real. They're saying all the stuff that they've been going through already. They've been going through all of this stuff, and they showing old stuff. It's like, yeah, we already know you already been getting beat up by UFOs flying around, and they're not trying to hurt nobody. They're just trying to get people used to them coming around before they really come around. Now, if you want to know what an alien invasion is, it's when millions show up and they start zapping the wrong people. They start zapping the evil people on this planet. That's an alien invasion. That's going to be happening like around in 2026, not right now. This right here is just the introduction of them saying basically the reason why they're doing it is because their time is up. Their time is up. And like she said with Vernon Brown, he said that's the last card they're going to use. Is that when their time is up, that's when they're going to use that as an excuse to say, oh, sorry, we can't pay reparations or we can't move off the land because we so busy with these UFOs that's messing with us. It's like, no, you still got to move off the land. And you still got to go. So that's why the Anunnaki is on your ass. Well, the Anunnaki is like... they're that's what's going on. They're saying no, 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 you got to go. The Anunnaki is everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just their time to go. That's just what it is. And they just want to be like, no, no, see, I seen a UFO here, I seen a UFO. See, yeah, you always see UFOs, remember that? You always, but now we have to say now, nope, there is no UFOs. Because I'm saying it loud. Nope, we don't know what you're talking about. Ain't no UFOs. It don't exist because that's what y'all was saying. So now, since you're like, oh, it is UFOs. Yeah, because they telling you got to go. That's why, because your time is... Y'all go ahead and look at it the way that you want to look at it if you want to. But the way I see it is that their time is up. And then the reason why they're using that UFO excuse is so they won't have to move off the land because they just got to go. They got to move the land. Speaking of that, it was, some Native Americans that were crying to the Pope because things were happening in their land, in the area that they migrated to. Let me see what it was. It was something that I posted up. I forgot what they was crying about. Oh, that's right. They were being evicted off the land. So the Indians that we say, that claim themselves to be $5 Indians, they're being evicted off the land because, it's not their land. Like I've been telling you before, $5 Indians is not indigenous to America. I've been telling you that. So when she went to the Pope crying, she was telling the Pope, I'm being evicted because she can't go to the mayor because the mayor is being evicted. The current mayors that are in office right now, they're bona fide criminals, of course, especially the one in Chino, California, where I'm at, that illegally gave me an eviction notice 2 months ago, talking about I have to get out just because I bid it for the land. So that's retaliation and racism that the white woman city mayor in Chino did. Okay, so now they have to go because they just proved themselves to be bona fide criminals when I'm indigenous to the land. And then when I go and bid for the land, I get an eviction notice that the mayor went to the apartment manager and told them to evict me. But of course, they don't have any power. They can't evict me. I'm just waiting on them to hurry up and get evicted because they really do have to leave. And that's just really what it boils down to. This is my land of 640 acres to 1,000 acres in Chino, California, in the College Park. It's called Ivy at College Park Apartments. Type it in. This is the area where I want to make the film, where the film is going to be made at, because I claim my land, and I'm just really happy about that. That I did that. I claim my land on national TV to the mayor, to the city mayor, because she has to do the right thing. When a community developer bids for land, you have to hand it over. This is what you got to do. You have to hand it over. So I rightfully bid it for the land. Okay, this is how I bid it. And when I did, I got an eviction notice from the city mayor. Now she has to get out of office. Yeah, she got to get out of office because you can't. How come you didn't give the other white and Chinese and Mexicans an eviction notice when they wanted to make all of this stuff that's built here? You built it here because you allowed the white people to do it, but in Mexican and Chinese, but you won't allow the original indigenous woman to claim her rightful land. And what I'm doing, and this is my company, my where like when you apply for a corporation, this is my corporation. So my corporation, okay, so this is when it was filed. The arrival of the promised land. The promised land indigenous world. That's what it's called right here. Promised land indigenous world. So that's my corporation, okay? So that's my corporation that I filed. And for here, to develop it here. And of course I have it patent. Here's my patent that I have. Now, yeah, you see that's where they patented, USDA Trade Commission had patented for my patent here that, the car is here and then the house is shaped like the car and the car flies. So it's really an RV motorhome coach that flies. So instead of me riding on my griffins that I used to, because, I'm the return of Empress Calafia. So instead of me flying on my griffins, I invented the RV motorhome coach that's called the Jetsons that I made, that I patent. And it's based off of my 2014 book here, The Arrival of the Promised Land. And where each and every person like myself, African American, well, indigenous, you got to be indigenous to the land, of course. And, if you claim yourself as African American, that's fine. You just might be confused where you are indigenous, or you might be from Africa, and you just might be. Well, either way, you get your Jetsons, your state-of-the-art RV Jetsons, so you can travel from 7 to 13 Promised Land community areas in each state to state. So you might have family members in Michigan, Utah, Gary, Indiana, right? Because my Yeshua Pandera, he's waiting, and so we have to make sure that his family is taken care of. So everybody has to receive their Jetsons to travel. When they travel, now also too, very important, Sun Village. Shout out to Sun Village. The people in Sun Village, California, that's near Lancaster's, where my baby father is at, is which, and they're just messing with him over there, in Lancaster, because, the cops mess with black men, as you know, and they call you a felon when you're not a felon. No black man is a felon. No indigenous person is a felon on their own land. So this is what I'm trying to make sure that we have our community. We claim our rights. We develop the promised land, and we just basically mind our own business, traveling from to and fro, and no police officer can call you a felon on your own land while you doing your business. The police officer would have to mind their own business, and this is what This is why I had claimed my land. Now, when we're talking about patent, we're talking about the Shia facility too. Okay, this Shia facility is what I'm talking about. So Shia and the Jetson stands for, Shia stands for, uh, Shia stands for Successful Service Housing and Educational Arenas. So Successful Service Housing and Educational Arenas is what the Shia facility means. Where this is housing up here in the VIP section, and your front yard, no, your backyard is where they, like the NBA players play. No, there's not going to be NBA players, but I'm saying that's where the sports that then, or not sports, but anything in your, where the children would be playing at. And then the front yard would be your complete landscape of the theme park. You can see this part is the landscape of the theme park all the way around, all the way outside for 640 acres. Okay, so picture a theme park all the way around this facility right here. Okay, that you manage yourself. So you manage it. You have your family members and friends and cousins and everybody, and you manage it. And surrounding that will be your resort home. This will be your resort home. Now this is the energy sufficient home right here. You can see the windows and everything, and the air comes out the top here. So you got clean air coming up from the bottom, shooting out from the top area. So you'll have water and air filtration going through your house, so you don't have any type of particles or any type of fungus in your air of your home. Everything is purified because your basement is an underground a greenhouse where you have your fruits and vegetables grown. The sun will come, like from the outside, the sun will hit around this right here where the vegetables and fruits and vegetables will be coming out of. You see what I'm saying? So when you come to your house, it'll be beautiful along this area around your house where it's fruits and vegetables that's underneath your house, that's growing from underneath, is what I'm saying. Like, let's say you have an underground driveway. Instead of that driveway, it would be like a greenhouse in which the sun can shine through the roots right here, like around your house. Okay, so and then it'll spread out in your yard too, because you're gonna have like squashes, watermelons, beets, all kind of fruits and vegetables in your yard. That's what you're gonna have, because it's not gonna be any more grocery stores. So, or you don't want to go to a grocery store is what I'm trying to say. You want to leave those grocery stores alone, because I'm telling you that Beyond Meat, 10 years ago the Japanese were experimenting on their own feces to make meat 11 years ago. So what happened to that experiment, what they were doing with that meat? It became Beyond Meat. Because if you go ahead and cook it, burn it, try to burn that meat, it'll smell like some feces. And you'd be like, ooh, So see, you can't go to the grocery stores no more. I'm just saying, this just, okay, because the government has always created and put your foods in there. They took the seeds out of the grapes, like the grapes, and there's no seeds in grapes around here in Chino. I don't know why they're not upset about that. I would have been in an uproar. Like, where's the seeds in the grapes? There's no seeds in the grapes, and there's other fruits and vegetables that's just been altered. But anyway, so you want to get your own. You want to kick up the concrete where you're at, where you claim your rightful land at, and you want to kick up that concrete and put your fruits and vegetables down there as soon as you can. So what I'm doing is that now here is the Jetsons RV. Now I patented it, so it has the fig number here. But this is just an example. This is just an example of an RV on the state-of-the-art Jetsons of how it will fly. And it will fly like an airplane jet, and it can go into the water like a submarine. And then here is Exhibit 16, where you travel from country to country. So Africa, you travel from there. Now, okay, so, and then I have it where, you have to, because you have to draw it out. You have to draw it out. See, these have feet. Now, the reason why I put the RV where it has feet, because let's say there's an earthquake, or let's say your RV is sunken down in an earthquake. It has the feet and the arms, where you see the feet. Now the reason why I put feet and the arms, of course, it's not going to be no feet and arms, but it'll be something better than that can get itself up out of a big ditch, get a whole huge RV up out of a ditch that it sunk itself into. Or let's say it's in quicksand. Shit, it'll be able to get itself up out of quicksand, the whole RV, because if it's a disaster, it withstand any type of weather disaster. Is what my RV is about. So it's a state of the art motorhome coach that you see today, top of the line, but it's just changed into where weather disasters can't harm your RVs. Okay, and then also you can't it can't rob you, like you can't be robbed in these RVs. You can't get robbed. It's designed where you can. It's designed to yell. If something is approaching it and it's not, it'll yell out for help. This car will. It just does all kinds of things for you. It does all kinds of things for you, and so does your house. Your house, it purifies the air and water. So when you drive your car under here, you know, it seals and it locks you in your house where if any type of zombies was to come and get you, they can't. Okay, and then also too, if you're in the promised land, they can't get in anyway because it would be secured. It has to be secured. Now, why do you might think, well, Kelly, why do you want to make like communities like that? Well, there is nothing like it anywhere, is it? Is there? Are you driving in a flying car? No, you're not. That's the problem. We need to fly. We supposed to be flying. We supposed to be flying. We're not supposed to be. You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the patent. Get the patent. So get the patent. Okay, so you just see what okay. Now that's patent. Okay, so now even if it wasn't, it doesn't matter. Nobody can steal your idea if you're indigenous to the land. Whoever tries to steal your idea who's foreign, they have to just get the heck off your land. So that's why I don't understand about like copyrights. The biggest copyright people would be Stan Lee because I mean you got Black Panther and then James Cameron. Avatar. He's not an Avatar. No, neither is Stan Lee. Stan Lee is not Black Panther. So where did you get all the scripts? Where did you get the ideas from? You got it from us. If we never existed, you wouldn't have Marvel. You wouldn't have Marvel comics. You wouldn't have none of that. You wouldn't have music. You wouldn't even be alive. So, but okay. So this is very important to understand that I did bid for the land, and this is my proposal to the Chino City Mayor. To the Chino City Mayor. Here's another one. Here's a good, better one with that more information on it. So now this is what I sent to them like a year ago when when I was bidding for the land. When I bidded for the land. Okay, let me go back so you can see the whole thing. When I bidded for the land, I had to send them my proposal right here. So they know what I'm about. I'm the creator of the promised land. What I do is I cure problems that they create. So they created homelessness and poverty. Well, I cure that. Yeah, so I eliminate poverty, homelessness, and so they have no right to deny me of my. They're just gonna have to go ahead of my land. They just have to go ahead and give me a congratulations letter, because the movie and the film will be shown this year. Because this is the beginning of the month, and it takes about 6 months to do a film. So the film will show you exactly what you guys will be going into, like what you guys will be, receiving. Brand new RV Jetsons and stuff like that. Now, it won't fly right away when you get it, of course. You're going to be getting it this year, hopefully. Because they have to just pass this. The reparation thing that I did with Governor Gavin Newsom, in which I'm asking the Congress and anybody to get a hold of Governor Gavin Newsom, because evidently he don't have eyes to see my YouTube channel that I've been sending it to him, to hand over the $3 to $4 trillion over to, part of it would be to Sun Village, to where we will be able to create Sun Village community promised land there and then here. So it would be here. Now, to accommodate the people here, they would be relocated. $3,000 to $5,000 they would get. Well, $3,000 each person will get to be relocated to the apartment that is right down here on Euclid and Schaefer. Beautiful apartment complex that, as far as the eye can see, these people everywhere here from 640 acres will be relocated over there, because we have to set the promised land and theme park here. So this is what you do when a contractor develops a community. They would relocate the people to a better location where, similar to same location, but just in another location. because this has to be developed. 600 to 1,000 acres, okay, is what it is. And so no mayor is supposed to deny me. See, this is the appeal that I gave to the mayor. See the appeal? I said, if you don't have this part available, then I would like to have the one that's over here on Rancho Cucamonga Road where they filmed the film Back to the Future, where Trump was seen as he was hated, and the mayor was seen as where they love the mayor. When in reality, the mayor is hated. No, by me, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. The mayor has denied me of my own access, so the mayor is evil, and the president is actually good because President Trump was the one that helped me come here to this address here. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I would be here in Chino. Okay, so I wrote to him as soon as he became president because they were saying, the rappers were saying, oh, he's the magic man. Trump is the magic man. Whatever you want, you get. So I said, okay, great. Well, then I'll just write him a letter. And I said, I want to live in a beautiful community right around the corner from a college. And boom, like magic. Seriously, I was brought here and I'm right across the street from a college. And it's not that it's just, I want it to be, near a college so that I can change it into our college. You understand? So it'll be a school for us to learn about ourselves, our history, our ancient culture. You understand? So that we can get our family, friends, and relatives together of all races, because we do have family members that are of other races, white, Mexican, Chinese. We do have other family members that's just in the family. I'm not talking about people that we don't know out here that want to come to the promised land. I'm talking about grafting in white people that is in your family. Chinese, Mexican, whatever that's in your family only. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to get nobody mixed up. If they're already with you, then that's who's coming to the promised land. Your people and the people that you married to. Okay, so I'm not married. I'm just saying there's other people who are married to other people that are with other races, and the other races might feel like they can't come to the promised land. Well, no, if you're married to a black woman or a black man, hopefully they're not coons. If you're married to one, then they can't be coons. None of y'all can be coons up in here. This is about claiming the rightful land of the indigenous person that's the same color as me or darker. Okay. Or lighter. I'm just saying. Got to be indigenous to the land. Okay. And then the people that you bring in that's in other cultures, other races, you're responsible for bringing them in because, they're not of our race. And so you're responsible for that person that you bring in. Okay. So that is not of our race. We're responsible. I'm just letting you know. Okay. So, because I'm responsible if I bring in somebody that's not of my race, that somebody in my family that's married to somebody who's white. I'm responsible for that person because I don't know. I don't. Speaking of The Last of Us, that movie The Last of Us, did you see The Last of Us? Spoiler alert. Okay, now to the director. You done killed those two little boys, and people are writing in saying that you're going to have to make some sort of alternate thing going on here where the two boys can go into another dimension going into the promised land. Well, I got that film script ready for you if you ready to contact me on that, because that was wrong what you did about them two boys. But anyway, white people were upset. They were crying and stuff. Watch the TV series The Last of Us. That was messed up. You should have put it where at least Ellie could have had her, her two friends there. At least give her friends. But, come on now. Okay. So what I'm talking about is that you would have to make some sort of alternate universe for the two boys for the sanity of the people that watch your show. Because that was just cold-blooded right there. So let it be where they go into some promised land, the promised land area. So, but anyway, I'll have my script out and then I'll somehow work that in there. Because my script is about what's happening in real life. The Last of Us is real. It's real. The clickers are people that are in the house that's talking about the same shit for 50 years and ain't going nowhere. They're not doing nothing. They just staying in these same clone cities. That you're a clicker. You're a clicker if you're okay with everything that you've known for the past 20 years, 30 years. The same shit. If you don't want to fly and get somewhere different, then you're a clicker. Okay, so let me get off this thing here, y'all. I'm busy. I got to do my script. I just want to thank everybody. I want to give a shout out to Fatima. No, it was Wildfire Penny. I think it's Fatima. If it wasn't for her, you would have never known about Sun Village. Give a shout out to her. She was the one that emailed me. She said, "Oh, girl, I think I'm gonna be moving to Sun Village." I'm like, "Ooh, wait for me. Shoot, hold on." I'm like, okay. Now listen, I'm going to fill out my papers so I can get in there too to set the promised land up, and then maybe the mayor there, which is really nice. His name is Mohammed. He's about reparations in some village. Reparations is what I was saying. It should be where it's not really about money. It's about allowing us to have our community. So I claim 640 acres to 1,000 acres or 2,000 acres, right? And then the city mayor would give the services that they always do to white and Mexican people that creates our buildings, our apartment buildings, because this apartment building is mine. No one asked you to build it here, mayor. So you just have to take that L, because if an indigenous person comes to claim their land, you got to give them their land. If an indigenous person comes to the city mayor's office and says, "Hey, I just discovered I'm indigenous to this land and that your services is killing my people," then you're going to have to hand over the land to me. If your services is killing my people and I'm here to eliminate the problem that you're causing, you have to hand it over. You got to take that L, Chino Mayor, because you already got the letters, so you already know. You're probably not even in office, but you're gonna be getting out pretty soon. I'm just letting you know your time is ticking, for real. Okay, so you're gonna have to get out and give me, and before you go, somebody gonna have to give me a congratulations letter that yes, you rightfully bidded for this 7 acres of land right here, and this is your land. And contractors will be coming out to help you, develop your promised land. Okay, so this is what the appeal is about. Hand it over. Here, read it. Yep, hand it over. Okay, so, and here is my proposal of what it's about. Yes, I already showed that. So yes. So, but anyway, I just wanted to just give a nice little update on what's going on. That I'm working on my script and my pilot TV series. So it'll be a major motion picture film, and then it'll be a TV series. And it's what's going on right now. It's what's happening right now, and it's what's going to lead us into the promised land here that I predicted in my book. Predicted everything in my book. The virus, even the spaceships you see behind the book here is the alien invasion that they were supposedly talking about, but no, they're not talking about this alien invasion. See this alien invasion right here that I predicted? You're gonna see millions, 10 millions of them in the sky just zapping people. And then picking up people too. Picking up people, zapping people, but in the back, right here is where you will see my spaceships. It's going to the world because this is a book that I predicted, and this is based on my film and my TV script. Now the TV series is everlasting because it's where people will be shown how are they receiving their Jetsons, and when they go on their family road trips to the promised land, how is that? Let's see that. We want to see what's going on because it goes into different TV pilots. It goes into TV different movies. Like it'll be where people would be going on tour to a western area, a western theme park area, like in the western days. And it'll be like like our whole setup is where it's like the Twilight Zone. You get what you give, but it's on the positive side because it just seemed like Twilight Zone was messing people up. But if you are evil, if you are not good, then that particular place will deal with you on your level where, but if you are good, people will, you will get whatever you deserve. You will get what you get what you're supposed to get. If you're a good person, if you're a good-hearted person, you're going to go to the promised land. You're going to get whatever you desire. If you're evil, we're going to see you get whatever you desire too. In this place, which it'll be absolutely hilarious, and it'll be inspiring because it helps people to learn what not to be. It helps people to learn, what not to do in a world that's not yours. If the land ain't yours, then you're going to have to comply to the person that is indigenous to the land. And we just want peace and harmony. We just, we want our theme parks where we have, water slides and children, amusement rides. And I'm not saying like we see today. We're not talking about theme park amusement, same old rides that you see. No, we're talking about advanced where you're flying. We're going to school to teach you how to fly and things like that, because when you build it, they will come. Who will come? Well, people that want you to fly, want you to advance to the next level of evolution, will help come and build what we need to get to the next level. So when I say that my Jetsons will be a flying vehicle, there's going to be engineers that's going to come to me to help me have these vehicles to fly. And that's what's been happening here. I've been getting people coming to me to help me launch out the promised land. So this is going to happen. It's just that we want to go on a level where we're advancing, we're moving forward. We're not staying stuck in one house. We're traveling to 7 to 13 different homes. Right now, in our, we're going to be going in our Jetsons where it travels on the ground. It doesn't fly yet, but we'll get there. We'll get it to where it's going to be flying in the next 2 to 3 years. So, okay, so let me get off this thing here. But anyway, I'm just really excited about, about everything. And I wanted to I wanted to talk about my hair too, because I bought this elixir where you put, in your scalp, right? You put it in your scalp and it helps your hair to grow. Because I want my hair to grow like, big and fluffy. Because I got a lot of emails from like, oh my God, I love your hair and thank you so much. Because I love big hair, I just love big hair. Yeah. Okay, so let me get off this thing. Just rambling. I know you don't want to hear what I gotta say. But anyway, don't you worry about it, sugar. We're gonna get to the promised land and it'll be, I'm working on the film right now. So yes. Okay, okay, I'm gonna get off this thing and cook something to eat right now. My son is rambling in the door. It's like, Mom, hurry. Okay, so I'll make another video probably next week. Okay,